Welcome to Turn Writing Fear Around podcast. Simple methods to overcome fear and start writing again. I'm Elise Hittinger, and I'm the host for your Journey to Courage. This is episode 107. Fear isn't the enemy. Stuck is. There were so many times when I blamed my fear for not writing. And really, what I had done is I'd conditioned myself to be stuck. It wasn't the fear itself, the fear was another excuse. It just was easier not to write. I didn't have to deal with the fear. I didn't have to deal with getting momentum. I didn't have to deal with readjusting my schedule. I didn't have to deal with stuff. And that is stuck. Like being stuck in the mud, like being stuck in quicksand. It just seems like it's going to take so much effort to get out. Why bother? And when I realized that, I was like, whoa, okay, something's got to change. So here are my tips for getting unstuck. The first one is visualize your passion. Just really, as often as you can, visualize the writing, visualize the fun, visualize being with your friends, the joy, whatever it is for you about the writing, visualize it. And once you get that really, really good feeling, just anchor it into your body. Just think, this is how I want to feel all the time. This is how I should feel. This is how I want to feel. This is what I want to feel. Visualization is so powerful because your body and your mind don't know if it's real or not real. So when you bring that joy and fill up with that joy all through your body, your cells are going to be going like, yeah, we're back to writing again. And it helps getting out of the quicksand a little bit easier. The second thing is to translate everyday habits into the step to writing. So think about it. When you're going to go writing, you put on writing boots, as an example. So start putting on your writing boots every time you go to the barn. Even if you're not planning on writing, put your writing boots on. And then what's the next step for you? Maybe you halter your horse and groom your horse. Another note on that later about the grooming. But so after you put your riding boots on, go halter and groom your horse. Maybe it's getting your tack out. Even if you get your tack out and then put it back away, start doing the things to create the habit of writing again. Start doing the things. And eventually, hopefully not too eventual, but hopefully pretty quick, you'll be going, all my stuff's out, my boots are on. I might as well get on. Whatever that looks like for you, just start doing the everyday habits to get back into the habit of writing. And the third thing is don't be afraid to take the steps. So many times you wait till everything's perfect. Well, I want the perfect weather. I want the perfect day for my horse. I want to be perfect mindset. I want perfect. I want perfect. I want perfect. You can look for thousands of things to be perfect, or you can get them good enough and get on. Because let me tell you, everything is not ever going to be perfect. And you can imperfect yourself right out of writing. So yes, you want to be safe. There are some non-negotiables. Make sure you know what your non-negotiables are. Like I have a non-negotiable. My horse must be standing quiet for mounting, period. If my horse is fidgeting, if my horse isn't paying attention to me, if my horse isn't balanced, if my horse isn't standing quietly, I fix it. There are some non-negotiables. If there is lightning in the area, I do not get on my horse. Those are pretty much the only two non-negotiables I can think of There are probably some others. If I'm having a migraine, I will not get on my horse. There are a few things. Write out what your non-negotiables are because you can be thinking about going riding and start thinking, oh, well, it's too windy. It's not. Let me tell you about wind. We used to show and compete in San Diego with the Santa Anas blowing. And it was so bad, people would have to hold the jumps and then let go as we jumped them and then hold them again or they'd blow over. Our horses didn't care. It was when you start thinking about wind, horses are in the wind all the time. That's us. Now, there are some horses that spook in the wind more frequently. That might be a non-negotiable for you, but it should not be a non-negotiable just because it's windy, just because it's raining, just because it's freezing cold outside. Just make sure you've evaluated your non-negotiables. And if it's not one of those non-negotiables, figure it out and get on. For me, super, super muddy. Okay, I go into my little round pen, 120-foot diameter round pen, and there's a couple spots in there that even if it's muddy, it's level. I can get on and I can ride. If it's raining, let me tell you, I left my saddle out in the rain for 3 days, accidentally, not on purpose. My saddle was clean. My saddle was in better condition than it had ever been in. I oiled it right after, cleaned it and oiled it, but it did not hurt my saddle. I don't melt in the rain. My most favorite ride was with my friend Andrea, pouring down rain and 36 degrees out. Loved it. We had a blast because we did it. We went ahead and did it and we had fun. We were cold. I will admit we were wet. We were cold, but we had a blast. Don't let things hold you back. Set your non-negotiables and the rest of it, let it go. So if you've got these challenges with your mind, like if you end up with 1,000 non-negotiables, nah, not having it. Not having it at all. I'd love to have a reset hypnotherapy session with you and just reset back to where you only had one or two non-negotiables. Hypnotherapy is a quick and easy way, really quick, really easy. You're always in control. It's not like I'm gonna knock you out and you're not gonna remember anything. It's really fun. I get really creative with the sessions. It's tailored for you. Anyway, hopefully you guys are having a great day. Go out and ride. Fear is not the enemy. Being stuck is. See you guys.